Demographics are an interesting thing because we don't typically think in terms of large groups or big swaths of data, right? Everybody that we deal with in our industry, our profession, mortgage, real estate, insurance, whatever your profession is, even if you're a home buyer or seller, you're not thinking about everybody else that's doing the same thing as you are. You think in the terms of an individual. Everyone has their own stories, and those stories don't become a demographic until those stories are told and complete. So the National Association of Realtors just came out with their generational statistics that they put out once a year. What this does is it groups everyone into the generations. Your baby boomers, Gen X, millennials, and Gen Z, and then they take it even further and start categorizing into older boomers, younger boomers, elder millennials, younger millennials, and so on. So they went on to say that first-time home buyers made up 26% of all buyers in 2022. Gen X had the highest household income, which makes sense. They're in their later earning years, and they should be tapped out on promotions and kind of gotten to the pinnacle of their career, so I understand that. 31% of all buyers had children under the age of 18 living at home. The baby boomers last year made up the largest portion of home buyers, coming in at 39% of all purchases that went down last year. Generation X is coming through right behind them, and they are the highest earners at this point, so they're very well suited to play in the market that we're in with these higher prices and higher interest rates. They're earning enough to be able to work on that. Now, how about millennials and Gen Z? What do we do about that? How do we go after those people? So I myself, I'm an elder millennial, and I've been in the business for a long time, so I've really kind of paid attention to my peers and my friends and family who are similar to my age, and the majority of the people that I run with and I know are homeowners, and at some point they've bought a home in the past, they may have rental properties now. How long does the market have left for the baby boomers to keep coming in first place when it comes to being the largest percentage of home buyers? We know that they're going to be aging out. A lot of them are buying their last houses right now, and they're not going to continue to purchase in the next 20, 30 years. They're going to be downsizing and moving out. Life happens. So what are we going to do with Gen X and millennials coming behind them? How's that going to work with their income and their job positions and the way that they work and the way that they make money? Something that I thought was interesting is I wanted to look back over the course of our last 112 closings. I wanted to look at what kind of jobs people have, their average purchase price, and their average age, just to get an idea for what my business looks like. And I'd urge you to do the same if you're a realtor or loan officer. Check it out, see where your business is coming from, because as we help our clients one by one, again, we don't see them as a demographic, we see them as an individual story, and we're trying to get that person to the finish line and help and serve one family at a time. So when we look at it from a 20,000 foot view, we can see where the business is coming from, what kind of jobs they have, and who is actually in the market when you look back at data. Ours was interesting. Our average and median age is 47 and 48 years old. So that puts us right in the middle of that's Gen X, that's early Gen X. And average purchase price is $410,000, and the median purchase price is $353,000. I broke down their job descriptions and I put them into a few different categories just to kind of break down what our clients do and where they're coming from, what kind of work that they do. So the top of the list was business administration. That's going to be things like office work, businessman, right? You've got client coordinator, admin director, financial senior case manager, receptionist, product manager, senior research manager, billing account management, things of that nature. Okay, so they came in first. They made up for 14. Two of those out of those 14 were VA related, and their average age is 47 total, and their average purchase price was $421,000. But you see, we have a big mix of all kinds of different career fields: business admin, tech, a lot of retirees, executive and senior management, medical. Average age, the ages make sense here. Our retired average age is 62. Our business admin's 47. Had some creative going on here at age 30. The trades, construction, welding, things like that, it's going to be age 30. So my demographics in my company really do add up and match the demographics that are being put out nationally, which is a good thing. So as we move forward, I would urge you to check out this National Association of Realtors report and just know it. Talk to your clients about it. Turn it into something that you can share with your people and with your database and with your prospective clients, and show them kind of the market shift that we're in the middle of, and then how can we as service providers plan on serving these upcoming generations, and how can we get in and make sure that we are a resource and a beacon of light for them to help them through this, because a lot of them are disgruntled right now. They're worried about housing prices, they're worried about interest rates, job market. A lot of that are big stressors in their lives right now. We need to figure out how to help get them through that and help them understand the benefits of homeownership that exist, because the people in these positions that are older, Gen X, senior baby boomers, they are buying houses and putting their money into houses because they know, like we know, that real estate creates wealth, and we have to get that message out to our younger population and help any way that we can. Now, the next thing I wanted to bring up is, while you're helping, continue to be a professional in this field. So recently, over the past couple months, we've seen so many loans that have hit a wall or fallen apart or never should have been pre-approved in the first place. They never should have gotten into contract. We step in at the end trying to save them. People come to us for help. Hey, can you fix this? We're finding so many examples of loans that are just not packaged correctly. They're not worked up correctly. We have income issues. We have credit issues. We've got some big major showstoppers in a loan file that's just totally going to prevent that loan from closing. And we're finding that people are going to contract with these loan approvals, and whatever lenders are out there doing this, whoever's on the other side of this, I don't know them. I don't know them all. I got a lot of good colleagues in the business, a lot of good competition, a lot of good partners who I would trust with my own family's loans to get this through and get it done. So it's not the people in my immediate area. I don't know where they're coming from, and I don't know where people are finding them. So you have to be careful. You have to be an advocate for your buyers. Make sure that the pre-approval and the lender that they are working with is talking to you, answering the phone, providing good information, and making you feel comfortable with a transaction. And you need to be asking some hard questions. Have you reviewed everything? Do you have continuity of employment over the last 2 years if they're self-employed? Are they passing on debt ratios? Do they have any hurdles that they need to overcome before this approval sticks? Now, a lot of my realtor partners, they know this, they work through it. Whatever lender that they happen to be working with, they know the landmines that can lie in a loan process that could torpedo and completely sink a contract. In a market of limited inventory like we're in now, where every listing is scarce and every listing is very important, we need to make sure that we're not tying up listings for the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, all for a loan that's never going to close. So pre-approvals now are more important than they've ever been. And I wanted to stress the importance of being first is not necessarily as good as being correct. So a correct, fully pre-underwritten pre-approval takes some time. It's not going to be a 4-hour process. You might not be able to pre-approve someone from your phone laying in the middle of a pool on a weekend, right? You have to make sure that these documents are in order and everything is in check, because it's a very complicated process, lots of dots to connect, and I hope that we can continue to push the message of being accurate and putting care into all of our clients' needs. So that's just me ranting for the day. I didn't have anything too technical to put out here. I just wanted to hit some points that I've been thinking about personally in my business. Hopefully I could share those with you and you could feel the same way, or maybe think about it yourself. So if you need anything at all at any time, you can always call us. Information's down below. Visit us on the web, Facebook, Instagram. We're all over the place. Hope you're having a great week. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.